Good morning, everybody. It's your girl Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love. Your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. It is October the 18th, 2021, and today the topic is our purpose. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. It is a new day, man. It's a new day, and well, I feel like I'm thinking about an old topic, to be honest. I feel like I'm always thinking about this one way or another. And so here we go. Well, I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Mine was fine. I mean, nothing too much in particular to note. Um, I feel like yesterday went by kind of quick. But yeah, man, so many things. Let's see. Good morning, Miss Lockett. Good morning. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Um, I guess I got a lot on my mind, y'all, but I'm not trying to like necessarily talk about all of that right now. But I think there's some things I gotta sort through mentally. You know. But anywho, let me see, was there something? Oh yeah, I got a couple of announcements, y'all. A couple of announcements. Well, one, our friends over at Anchored Phlebotomy Institute. They should be starting their signups for their second class or second set of students. So be sure to check that out if that's something that you're interested in learning. Check out Anchor Phlebotomy Institute LLC on Facebook. And you can probably get all the information you need, phone numbers, all that good stuff, emails. Um, they're only taking 6 students at a time, from what I understand. So you might need to get in where you fit in if that's something you're interested in. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. And this is something that's been on my mind. I'm just gonna throw it out here, and then hey, whoever wants to do it, it's you. You can do it. But anyway, I'm thinking of offering all of our uh promotional things here on GSL. If you would like to become a supporter, no, excuse me, a sponsor. That's different from a supporter. If you would like to become a sponsor of GSL, um, we're gonna discount the rate. We're gonna discount the rate and just do it for $9.99 a month. If that's something you're interested in for unlimited promotion here on all the GSL platforms and whatnot, then just inbox me or something like that, and I can get over all the information to you of what all that includes. But yeah, if that's something you're interested in, I just threw it out there now, so I gotta do it. I gotta do it. um, so yeah, I think for the holiday season, we'll put that out there and you know see what the Lord do. I mean, honestly, it's about again, providing opportunities for other people and whatnot as well. So hey, if you have a business, something you want to do, let your girl know. Let me see. Miss Ashley say sign me up. Well, I can inbox you all the info or whatnot. It includes a lot. It includes a lot, but it's unlimited promotion more so than anything. But we got the talk show. I have the podcast, as well as the social media pages. So I mean, it includes all of that stuff. But again, I'll send a list of what all of it includes. But anywho, um, the juice this morning, y'all. The juice. I mean, I think I was already honest that sometimes I think about this as well, um, and I feel a little bit more aware, right, of my purpose these days. I mean, I feel like I am, but I mean, I feel like a lot of us struggle with this as well. We struggle with our purpose. Why are we here? Why were we made? What was I placed here to do, and all these different things. So, um, I mean, hopefully this juice will shed a little bit of light in general. I guess for those of us that believe, and I guess we can go from there. And obviously you can go to God for your exact purpose, right? For everything that He specifically wants you to do. But again, I mean, I can just share what I came across generally, and then again we can go from there. So when I looked up the definition of purpose this morning, It says the reason for which something is done or created, or for which something exists. So yeah, the reason, right? The reason. Um, Again, I feel like we struggle with this sometimes. Like, I guess those of us that, feel as if we have no purpose or whatever like that. Or again, okay, if I talk about myself, I always maybe felt like I had a purpose, right? But then maybe my mind was on this and that, and where maybe things weren't clear or something like that. So yeah, yeah. So let's see what these verses have to say. So Acts 26:16, it says, "But rise and stand upon your feet, for I have appeared to you for this purpose, to appoint you as a servant and witness to the things in which you have seen me, and to those in which I will appear to you." Well, um, it sounds pretty clear to me. I mean, he's like, okay, get up, stand up, maybe we're down, right? We're those down moments. We're like, have our head bowed or something, and God's over here like, hey, get up, stand up. um, this is what you were created to do, basically. I mean, well, it says very clearly here that we are appointed, right, as a servant and a witness to the things in which you have seen me, and to those in which I will appear to you. So basically a servant and a witness of him. So, I mean, pretty self-explanatory there, but I mean, obviously there are plenty of ways to be a servant, right? And obviously, as we be a servant and again see the things that he does for us, we can witness to others those things. I mean, um, have we done this? Have we, can we see this operating in our lives? I mean, I can say I look over my life and I can see, times where I be a servant and then times where I'm being a witness. So I don't know, just something to think about on today. Uh, that was the first verse I came across. Now, the interesting thing is, I feel like my first few verses that I came across was very like direct. I felt like they were just kind of like they went well one after the other, as if it was an ongoing conversation or whatnot. So first, it starts off with saying, "Hey, get up. You're made to be a servant and a witness," right? So then this next one says, "Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit." That is Matthew 28:19. So it says, so the first verse said, "Get up, you're a servant and a witness." The second verse says, "Go, make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit." So again, like, if we're feeling like we don't have any purpose, right? These are at least what three things already that we're purposed to do, right? We're supposed to be servants, we're supposed to be witnesses, and we're supposed to get up here and make disciples of all nations. So seems like we all have, purpose-filled lives, but let's keep going. Let's keep going. So then John 15:16, it says, "You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you that you should go and bear fruit, and that your fruit should abide, so that whatever you ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you." So, and then he's putting us in our place, right? Reminding us that at the end of the day, he chose us, and he's appointed us to do this thing. And what is this thing? Is to go and to bear fruit, um, and whatnot. So, and then it's like, what is bearing fruit, right? Well, it's how can I say? It's like, I mean, well, once you're doing the will of God, right? And that was another thing that kept coming as a theme this morning. God's will, God's will. I kept seeing that, multiple times this morning, as I was getting ready to do all of this. But so yeah, so God's will, go bear fruit, and as we bear fruit, we are able to ask of the Father anything, according to the word, anything in his name. So again, I mean, I guess that comes with like, I feel like that reminds me of, what was that we were talking about the other day? I don't know if it's the overflow. Was it overflow? I don't know. But basically, yeah, I just found that interesting this morning as I reflected on that. Let me see. Miss Ashley saying, chosen. Here we go again. Choose, chosen. There it is, man. Yep, he said he chose us. Yeah, he chose you. Yes, yes, yes. And appointed you, right? So, and that's the thing. I'm gonna go ahead and share this next verse right here. So it's Ephesians 1:11. It says, in him we have obtained an inheritance, having been predestined according to the purpose of him who works all things according to the counsel of his will. So again, there it is again, God's will. And then, you know, I think people, again, I talked about this before, I feel like, but hey, you know, and we talk about it again. I mean, all things are, you know, good. But anyway, basically, this question of, you know, us being predestined and, you know, God knowing all things, and he chose us, and then there's a remnant, and there's people that he's chosen, blah blah blah. And then some people feel like, well, if I wasn't chosen, you know, this is what I'm supposed to be, blah 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 blah, as if they have no choice in the matter. I mean, I don't know how true that is. I feel like we do have a choice. Like, I feel like as long as we're here on earth, we have the choice ultimately to walk in God's will, right? To do the things that he's appointed for us to do. All those things that I just mentioned, as well as bearing fruit and all that. We can choose to do that or not. I think that's the free will that we have here on earth. However, you know, it is said that those of us that are doing that, right, that he chose us to do that. So I don't know. It's just one of those things. I mean, I guess this verse, I mean, with it saying predestined, it says here, in him we have obtained a inheritance, having been predestined according to the purpose of him who works all things according to the counsel of his will. So I mean, there's plenty of Bible verses that, you know, reiterate the fact that, you know, God's ultimate plan, he has this plan, and, you know, for all of us, and you know, it was predestined before the beginning of the world, and all these different things. And then that, yeah, he does know all and everything like that. But again, I know we again struggle with this. We struggle with this idea of God knowing. We struggle with this idea of this, or sometimes we use this as an excuse. We use this as an excuse to be like, oh well, I'll do whatever I want to do then, because it don't matter, because God predestined it from the beginning of the world. He already know that I ain't gonna do it. So okay, well, so you want to make that choice then? You want to make that choice to stay out of his will and presence? Like, that's like, to be honest, like that was one of the first questions that came into my mind this morning. Like, because as I continue to hear God's will, right, or as I continue to see God's will, one of the first questions was why. Not just, I guess, why do God's will, but something like that, you know, something like that. And I mean, ultimately it led me to this topic of our purpose. But I don't know, it was just something interesting to reflect on this morning. Now the interesting thing is, I was writing down Bible, the Go Deeper section. I was writing down these verses in there. And then I came across this one again this morning, and it's the section Isaiah 14:24-27. I did write down 25 through and 26. But if I could just paraphrase it a bit, basically it was saying something along the lines of, it was talking about the Assyrians or something like that. And it was saying, like, I will break the Assyrians in my land and upon the mountain tread him underfoot. And then it goes on to say, then shall break the yoke. Basically, he's gonna shall his yoke depart from off them. So the yoke of the Syrians, or the yoke that they were under, right? It said that it's going to depart from off of them, and his burden depart from off of their shoulders. So it's like he's going to break the yoke, right? And also he's going to take the burden off of their shoulders. And then it goes, this is the purpose that is purposed upon the whole earth. And this is the land that's stretched out upon all nations. So I don't know, as I was reading that this morning, I just kind of saw, or what stood out to me the most in it was him breaking the yoke, right? And then removing the burden. And not only was he doing it in this capacity, but the purpose is to do it for, what it say, the whole earth, right? And all the nations, right? So this is what Jesus did ultimately. He the yoke departed, right? And I don't know if you guys are familiar with yoke, but it's like the oxen was. Y'all got to look up the word. So then the yoke, and then the yoke of bondage, right? And then making the burdens apart. Like this was his purpose, right? This is why Jesus was sent here and all these different things. So now that we have that, right? Now that we have that freedom and all of that, then I mean, I guess ultimately, as I was reading that this morning, I just kind of like, okay, well, this is confirming here that, okay, God was on his job with what he was supposed to do, right? His purpose, right? Jesus was on his job with his purpose, right? So the things I mentioned before, all these different things, being a servant, being a witness, making disciples, what else? Bearing fruit, all these things that he's asking, right, according to the counsel of his will, is our purpose. So are we going to be on our jobs? I guess, is the question today. So, I guess y'all can let that marinate in your heart, souls, and minds this morning, because that's it. That's all I got for you. That's the juice. But the Bible verse of today is Proverbs 4:23. It says, keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love. Your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. Facebook, YouTube, Ashley Lockett. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you all enjoyed the juice this morning. I hope that it gave you something to think about on today. If you're not familiar with your purpose, then hey, you got quite a handful of things to I guess familiarize yourself with, at least according to the word in general, because I feel like all believers are have this purpose in general. Now, yeah, there's probably some specific things that we should and supposed to do, but I guess that'd be a good starting point if you're at ground zero, right? If you're at the place where you're like, I don't have no purpose. Miss Ashley says, great juice. Thank you so much. I'm glad that it helps. I hope that it encourages and inspires on today. I was kind of slow to get up this morning a little bit. But hey, I'm here. I'm here. I did push through. I'm glad to. I am glad to do this another day and all those different things. Like I said, it was a lot on my mind. It's gone from my mind at the moment, so maybe I shouldn't bring it back up. But I think I probably will reflect on it at some point today. Some of the other stuff that was in my mind, but kind of not say busy day to day, but just some things I got to do today. I gotta be recording pre-recorded episode of GSL, so supposed to do that today. Y'all know it's Monday, so your girl supposed to work out. Got to do that today. Y'all know be a mom and all that good stuff. Got to do all that today too. So, that is the general plan there. I feel like there was something I was supposed to say. I can't remember. I don't know. I think I said everything that I meant to say. I don't know. But hey, that's all I got. I will just, go on and reflect, I guess, on the other things, and we'll see what the Lord do and say through me tomorrow. But yeah, that's my general plan for today, and I hope that encourages and inspires y'all to, you know, everything. It was actually say workout day. Yes, I know Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays are my workout day. Woo! Speaking of, that's probably what I need to tell y'all. I need to go ahead and send this link to Mr. Leo, so I can go ahead and get on accountability for tomorrow. Because even though, I mean, I kind of, not say I feel bad, I just know that my report isn't going to be the best in regards to just the food, because I'm still not eating multiple meals a day, and I guess I'm not eating completely healthy, but I mean, I did incorporate sweets back in because of all that birthday cake I had over the past couple of weeks. So, yeah, I mean, that's just where we at. That's just reality. So, I mean, y'all already got a preview, but I mean, obviously, I'm gonna, I guess, share that with him tomorrow if we chit chat with accountability. But hey, I'm just gonna be accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the truth. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I had cake every day, but I had one slice every day, so that's something. But still, I went from no sweets for 2 weeks to cake every day. So that's all I'm saying. But anyway, that's it, man. That's it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Miss Ashley, thanks for tuning in live. Anybody else that watches, thank you again as well. And I look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow, Flores will. Bye.